Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. 3A Sports College football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking for a gap. It's Ball. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the bag and get him down for a big loss.
Makes the catch. It's Graham. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
LSU.
The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Off the play fake. This time he's got his man. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU, and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
No chance to run, but still a good game. LSU right back to the line. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Quick completion on the out route. Turning it on. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Tigers are on the move. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in their gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The give to the back. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play action fake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Takes the handoff. It's ball. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down?
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Throws to the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Buying some time. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wideout. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's complete. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll move it back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Gonna take a shot. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Quarterback making checks. Just keeps slinging it. This time he's got it. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
after picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Throws for the tight end. Big fella moving. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up in a great position here. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll try the run. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Making side adjustments here. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle. It's Sharp. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Motion from the back. To throw, it's Nussmeier. Looking to the big tight end. Connection to the right. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
We always talk talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They'll leave it with him. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
They'll throw on third and short. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on fourth down. He might want another play. On fourth down, looking to pass. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now first and goal.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolled. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Caught over the middle, it's ball.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on first and 10. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man, it's Tate. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
and quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, no question where this quarterback is going to be trying to go with the football in this game, right? He's looking for his big play wide out, and the defense knows it. They had him double covered that time.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short. I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer. But the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy. You know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive.
Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Sayin. He uncorks one deep. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Man, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a 1-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Tigers will boot it away to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Graham. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
The Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the air, it's Sayin. That's caught. It's Tate. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Past the sticks, and he may get more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scored.
Ernie on the Jets. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked. Good. And a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
Man, you become so hard.
Oh, he's got some space. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Trying to bowl his way in. Touchdown, Ohio State. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
This tight end is such a weapon when you get down in this area of the field. Beautiful job on that touchdown catch.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing by 10 to Boise State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside kid. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Lofts one deep down the right side. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Tiger. And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect protect this lead. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. It's complete on the right side. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now on the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
Fires to the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands. First down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Pocket breaking down. It's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy in the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking deep down the right side. Catch in stride inside the 15. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the fourth quarter.
LSU 21, Ohio State 14.
They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. And he got smacked just as he released the pass, it's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Try to get it to the edge. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback? Because you've got fourth, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal, or do you go for it?
Deep in enemy territory, ball's at the 3. They can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown, and here they go on 4th and short. Going for the marker on the ground. They'll get him stopped just the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. LSU lining up 1st and goal. They're going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 2nd and goal for the offense. Slams ahead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. He stopped again. They tried to convert this short yardage with the running game and have had 0 success. It's 4th down. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Trying to power it in. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got him pinned back, and they're trying to rattle their eardrums. Listen to this crowd. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Man, that's a bad... for the offense, because they're running the ball and just trying to give themselves some wiggle room down near their own end zone. He breaks through, but you can't hold on to the football. And the worst thing happens. You now turn it over, giving it to the opponent inside your own red zone.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, David.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize, and they want to...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the 2nd play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately need And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Got it in the middle, it's Tate. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
To the air on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
To the air on second down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
Well, as soon as he got outside the pocket, the defense smelled blood in the water. Everybody started pursuing it. How about the big hit on the QB outside the pocket? At that point, he's a runner. He's not getting protected anymore. Nice job. He felt that.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
They'll run it from the gun. Oh, better look out. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in it. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Going to swing it on second down. Makes the grab on the left. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Big guy smells it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, It's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Might as well stick with him. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, it's your decision.
And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him.
I think the run defense, a lot of times late in the game, you always wonder how well it'll hold up. Nice job on this play by this defense, getting in and getting the running back on the ground.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Hit as he throws. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Tiger. They move on top here in the 4th.
That is how you end a football game. Closing seconds, great execution. Take the lead. This game is almost over.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Boom. Got a man. It's Peoples. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. He wants a big play here late. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And that pick will seal the game as the clock strikes 0. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team can be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.